The last area of digital transformation that I want to talk about is how do you transform your products and services using digital content. In fact, if you conceive of every company as a software company and a digital company, how would the nature of the products and the business model shift? Will the gross margin shift from the thing to the service that you deliver because of digital technology? And this is something that we are seeing world over. Whether it's Fujitsu helping businesses transform in something like agriculture in Japan, a startup doing urban farming using IoT in London, whether it's an industrial equipment manufacturer like ThyssenKrupp that makes elevators in Germany, they're all fundamentally transforming their businesses to become software and digital businesses. And in fact, this week and today, we are so pleased to announce that we are partnering with Toyota around connected cars. Automotive is an industry that is going through a significant change. And Toyota is thinking of digital technology not just in the car, but beyond the car. They're trying to imagine, what if the car was able to communicate with the city infrastructure all around them? How would that lead to safer roads and better traffic conditions? They're also trying to deliver services in the car and beyond the car. We're also partnering with R3, which is a consortium of 40 financial institutions that is using blockchain technology that is available on Azure as a service to fundamentally transform how transactions happen and how settlements happen inside of financial institutions. Today, there is a lot of time delay between a transaction and when the money flows, and there's a lot of cost. And using this distributed ledger technology and blockchain, you can change the landscape of the financial industry. And it's not limited, in fact, just to financial tech. It can reshape public sector, healthcare, manufacturing supply chains. So many industries can be reshaped, and we're very, very excited about this new partnership with R3. These are some examples of what we think it means to transform the core of the product with digital technology. And I want to leave you, though, with the thought about how we as business leaders don't work in isolation. We are part of our economies and our societies. We live in a multi-constituent world. Our long-term ability to grow is directly related to our ability to make our climate more sustainable, our economies more viable, and that only happens if we ask ourselves the question of what difference is our business making, what difference are we making? In fact, many of you have missions, like Terminos, which is a company that builds banking software, but now is making banking software available on Azure so that microcredit organizations in Africa and Latin America and Asia can have the same sophistication that large financial institutions have. There's a startup in Kenya called M-Kopa that is delivering solar energy through solar panels to rural poor in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. But not only are they doing that, but they're able to, in fact, even create a credit rating for people who earn less than $2 a day. Beyond even the mission of these companies to transform the world, I know and I applaud everyone in the audience who have philanthropic arms to their business, who are participating in their local communities. We at Microsoft have a program called Public Cloud for Public Good, where we are committing over $1 billion of credits to all of our cloud services for nonprofit organizations and research institutions. And we're seeing the benefits of that really shape society. Optolexia is a set of researchers in Sweden who are using eye gaze technology, basically taking eye gaze data, putting it in the cloud, and applying machine learning to detect dyslexia early on so that intervention can be brought to those students and change their educational outcomes. Public institutions in education in India and in Kentucky are using Azure machine learning to be able to detect dropout rates and then use the scarce state resources so that they can intervene on their behalf to change the educational outcome of the students. These are just a few examples of how technology can make a difference. And as you spend your time